Excuse me? Who are you? How'd you get in here?
Camellia.
Hello, Anna. Hi. I didn't recognize you. You look so pretty. Well, don't sound so surprised. No, I didn't mean it like that. You look great. Doesn't she look great, darling? You just look different, that's all. I'm sorry if I interrupted. Nonsense. We're thrilled to see you. Absolutely, aren't we? What happened to your nun's outfit? I left the convent. Ah. We thought you'd gone back. We called your father's house lots of times, and Janet never answered, so we figured she'd taken you on back to the convent, but I guess we were wrong. Well, it was a difficult decision, but I think that I made the right one. Yeah, only time can tell. Yes, we'll just see what happens. Say hello to your sister, dear. Go on.
I hope you don't intend staying in Port Charles, Camellia.
Duke. My brother was never one for greetings. Or farewells. Why are you acting like this, dear?
What do you think you're trying to pull?
Duke, we have a lot to talk about. I was hoping that you could put me up for a couple of days, if that's possible.
Impossible.
Of course you can stay. You can stay. I'm sorry about Duke's behavior. I guess the shock of seeing me like this was too much for him. Brings back old memories, eh? Well, why don't I help you unpack? Hope you brought some warm clothes. It's been freezing here. How long do you intend to stay? It depends. I was thinking about trying to get my old job back at General Hospital. Oh, that shouldn't be too difficult. I'll show you the room. Do you want to tell me what this is all about?
Not particularly, no.
I can't believe the way you just treated your sister. You were so cold with her, almost as though you hated her for having turned up here. You didn't even say hello.
Anna, could we discuss something else?
No. Not until you tell me why you're so upset with Camellia. Is it because she didn't go back into a convent? Well, that's her decision.
This doesn't concern you, Anna. It's a family matter.
So what am I, then? Am I a stranger?
No, this has nothing to do with you.
All right. The past didn't. I'll grant you that. But I promise never to ask you any more questions about this secret you have with her. But this is the present, and I am about to become part of this family, I hope. And I think I deserve to know what is happening.
It has nothing to do with our future. Nothing.
Then why are you so upset? Because it isn't over, is it? Look, I'm going to become your wife. I'm going to be her sister-in-law. I'm entitled to some answers.
Why you ask different questions?
Because I'm asking this one. If you have something to tell me about Camellia, then you must do so.
I've nothing to say about any of it.
Camellia, hello. I must just say that it is very nice to have you back in Port Charles, and I hope you feel welcome here. So, Duke and I aren't the only ones that are absolutely thrilled you're back. Robin's going to be ecstatic. Though you're going to have to do some explaining why you're not in a nun's outfit. Oh, thank you. That seems to be a sore point for a number of people. Yes, I noticed. How is Robin? Oh, she's just fine. She's beside herself with the wedding and everything, and ecstatic she's going to be involved in the ceremony, you know. She hardly even sleeps. I'm sorry I told you about the wedding, actually. That was supposed to be Duke's surprise. I kind of stole his thunder there a bit.
Well, perhaps he was waiting for the right moment to tell me.
No, you can't hear it too many times.
Have you set the date yet?
No.
No, that's just a formality. Well, we are definitely going to get married.
Yes. Don't have to be quite so belligerent about it, though, darling.
No, I'm just trying to make the point crystal clear.
Well, I think this does that. It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes. It's a very lovely ring.
Thank you.
You're a lucky woman, Anna.
I know.
Well, only the best for the woman I love. For the woman I'm going to marry. We can't wed too soon.
Oh, you all look so happy together.
We are.
Look at this one with Robin and Duke and the penguin.
Oh, I know. She insisted that they were all dressed in tuxedos.
Oh, so you look so amused.
We are, and cold. It was freezing by that point.
Still, I can't help but wish for the kind of happiness that I see in these pictures.
Oh, you'll get it. There's some gorgeous young man just waiting for you out there.
Yes, I know he is. And then I'll have myself a daughter like Robin.
Yeah. She's a darling, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I do say so myself.
Oh, no, anybody would say that. In fact, she told me that she was the best reader, writer, and speller in her class. She's so smart.
Ah, but Jacob is the best arithmeticer.
That's right. That's what she said, yeah.
Talking of which, I better get going.
I thought you had the afternoon off.
Well, I do sort of, but I have to meet Robin at the station in half an hour. I promised her teacher that I'd take the class for a tour of the headquarters.
Well, I love that.
It's part of the school curriculum for career choices, even though they're only 8. Every parent takes the children on a tour of their workplace each week, sort of thing.
Well, I can hardly wait till we get married and I become Robin's official parent, and then, I can have the kids over for a tour of the club.
Oh, yes, I'm sure the principal would love that. This is where we keep the wine, and this is the best wine we have in the house. I better be going anyway. Do you want to have dinner later, all three of us?
Well,
Yes.
love that.
Yes, that'd be good. Camellia and I have a little chat to have. We're going to talk about some things. Yes, Camellia?
Not right now, Duke. I have a million errands to run. In fact, Anna, would you mind giving me a ride?
Not at all. I'd love to.
I think we should talk now, Camellia.
Well, Duke, I traveled rather lightly. I have a lot of things to get.
Get them later.
Sorry, it's part of my personality. I have to do things as I think of them. It's a curse.
Why are you hounding her?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're on her case all the time. It's going to be difficult enough for her to make the transition from the convent to real life, and all you're doing is giving her a hard time about everything.
Oh, you just don't understand, Anna.
No, you're right. I don't understand. And if you continue to lock me out, I never will.
I won't be long, Duke. And don't pout. We'll have a little chat.
Good.
See you later, darling.
Goodbye. After I have my chat with Camellia, there's an idea I want to work on. You just might be a June bride after all.
Having a busy day?
Well, evidently not as busy as you're having. How dare you do that to me? Drop cryptic hints like little bombshells, then walk out without even explaining.
I had something to do.
Oh. Well, how foolish of me. And I thought your errands were just an excuse to avoid talking to me.
Duke, do you think I really wouldn't want to talk to you alone? Truth is, I wanted to go to the florist for this.
So, it's a flower. What of it?
Don't you remember, Duke? Doesn't this remind you of what we once meant to each other?
Camellia, the circumstances 4 years ago were completely different. I don't think anything of it now.
You bought me a camellia, and you put it in my hair. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I've never forgotten it. I think about it every day. Why don't you put it in my hair the way you used to?
Oh, you stop this. Stop this talk. It's immoral. You're my sister.
Am I?
Yeah, well, okay, so you're my half-sister.
But I'm not.
What?
I'm not your sister, Duke. Or any fraction thereof. We're not remotely related.
Oh, my God, you have gone mad.
I'm not insane, Duke. We thought we were related, but we're not.
Angus was our father.
No. Angus was not my father. The Baron Veronay is. Don't you want to hear the truth?
How can I believe anything you had to tell me?
Duke, how will you know unless you hear it? Do you remember Abigail, the old woman? She gave me the needlepoint to do. She said that when I finished it, that it would reveal my true identity. The symbols were ones of a crest belonging to a man living nearby, the Baron Veronay. He tried to throw me out when I went to see him, but his housekeeper, she took me aside and she told me that my real mother was a servant in his household. Duke, she gave birth to me a day before Angus's wife gave birth to a stillborn child. Abigail was the midwife for both my mother and her. She switched the babies, Duke. I was substituted for Angus's wife's dead child. Angus never knew it. Nobody did, except for Abigail and the housekeeper.
This is the most preposterous story I have ever heard.
Duke, I saw a picture of my mother and the housekeeper. I looked just like her. Duke, don't you see? It was right for us to fall in love when we first met.
Nonsense.
Duke, we were meant to fall in love. And now we can go back to where we were 4 years ago, Duke.
You know, you are mad. You are truly mad. You're as mad as that stupid old woman who told you this ridiculous story.
Duke, do I look insane to you? For the first time in years, I feel right. I can listen to my heart and
I love Anna Devane. I am going to marry Anna Devane because that is exactly what I want.
No, Duke, you still love me.
I've heard enough of this nonsense. Now you get out of here. You go wherever you like. I don't care where you go. Go back to your convent. Get out of this flat and get out of Port Charles.
Quartermain. Duke Lavery's waiting outside.
What?
Duke Lavery?
What the hell's he doing here?
I'm sorry. I knew you didn't want to be disturbed when he called, so I made the appointment.
Well, you can be the one to tell him to leave, then.
Send Mr. Lavery in, please, Patricia.
Lila, whose office is this?
Just common courtesy, dear.
Duke Lavery, Mr. Quartermain.
Mrs. Quartermain, Mr. Quartermain.
Hello, Duke.
Thank you, Mr. Quartermain, for seeing me at such short notice. I realize you're a very busy man.
Yeah, well, get to the point. What are you doing here?
Oh, give the man a chance, dear. Tell me, Duke, what's on your mind?
Well, in a word, employment.
What?
Oh, yes, sir. You see, it's my understanding that you have extensive holdings, both here and abroad, and I believe you could probably use someone with my executive background to help run this business.
Are you crazy? You expect me to give you a job?
Well, I was hoping you would, yes.
But what about your club, Duke?
Well, the club is doing very well, Mrs. Quartermain, but it won't help me out with this problem.
What problem?
I need to earn $100,000 in the next few months.
Oh, my goodness.
$100,000? Well, the only way you can pull a bundle that big is on the downside of the law. I hardly need tell you what you already know, right?
Mr. Quartermain, I'm only asking to do a worthwhile job. You will get in return every ounce of my ability.
No, I wouldn't hire you if you were recommended by the president.
Oh, Edward.
I promise you, sir, you get a very...
No. I know all about you, Lavery. and I don't like what I know. No, this meeting is over.
That man. He's been in a foul mood all morning.
Well, it was nice to see you, Mrs. Quartermain. I hope I get to see you again under less heated circumstances.
No, wait, Duke, wait. I have a company, you know.
Yes, I know that. It's Pickle and Lila.
It's Pickle Lila. And I'm sure I could find something for you there.
Oh, that would be fabulous. When could I start?
Well, it's not entirely up to me. You see, Sean Donnelly is one of my associates, and something as important as this, I'd have to clear with him.
Yes, well, I understand that. When would you talk to him?
Well, he's away at the moment, but he should be back soon. I will talk to him just as soon as he returns.
Hey, there's my little darling. How are you?
Great. You should have been with us on the tour today. It was great. All my classmates wished their mommy was just like mine.
Well, so would their daddies if they knew your mommy.
Oh, dear.
I was so proud of Mommy. She's the head of this whole place. The chief of police.
That's me.
It was terrific. Even better than when Mary Margaret's father let us visit his job at the chocolate factory.
Yeah, well, you know, your mother's sweeter than any piece of chocolate I've ever seen.
Oh, dear. So many compliments, I don't know whether I can stand it.
Yes, well, you just better learn how, because there'll be a lot more where that came from.
People who get married are always mushy.
You bet.
And we're all getting married on June the 4th.
You know, Duke said something to me about me being a June bride. Maybe he knows something we don't know,
Uncle Duke, do you know something we don't know?
Why don't you tell that gorgeous mother of yours that I am working on something, and it has not quite been confirmed, but I'm hoping that it'll be A-OK for June.
That's too much to remember. Did you get that?
Oh, I did indeed. Well, you tell him that I've got my fingers crossed.
She's got her fingers crossed. So do I. So does Camellia. We've all got our fingers crossed.
Well, that's just great, love.
Mommy told me Camelia's back. I'm really glad because I like her so much.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
Well, now you get to have your whole family at your wedding.
Now, you listen to me. Duke, Anna, and Robin, they're my family. Camellia is not a part of my family. She's not the family I want. She most certainly is not the family that I need. You understand that? She's absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with our future.
What are you talking to me about?
I don't know, darling. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Did I make you mad?
I don't know.
No. Come here, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to get mad at you. I'm just... There's some things in my mind that are bothering me, and, you know, they got mixed up with the things we were talking about, and that's why I got upset. I didn't mean to get upset at you. You understand that?
I didn't make you mad. The other things did.
Yeah. That's right, the other things did.
What other things?
What other things?
Well, you know, I'm trying so hard to get back on my feet. Trying to pay this fine, $100,000, and... Well, you know, there are so many obstacles in my way. I just want to start our lives together.
Never bothered you this much before.
It was always the first time, Anna. You forgive me?
Sure.
You promise?
Yes. You coming to dinner night at our house?
Well, just you try and stop me.
Oh, can you bring Camellia? Mommy? Is it all right if you can?
No, Camellia won't be able to come this evening. She has some other things to do.
Hello?
Camellia, this is Dr. Hardy.
Oh, yes, Doctor. I hope you have some good news for me.
Could you be at the hospital tomorrow to meet with Dr. Stryker to talk about the refresher course?
Certainly. What time would you like me there?
Well, that's up to you. You'll have to try and squeeze in a meeting between breaks. Can you manage that?
Absolutely. Does this mean that I have the job?
If you still want it, it's yours.
Oh, Dr. Hardy, those words are like music to me. I can't thank you enough.
Just do a good job. That'll be thanks enough.
I will never forget your kindness.
My pleasure, Camellia. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Goodbye.
Thank you.